All right, Shalom. Call La, Yahweh, Bashim Al Shah, Bashim Rakakodash. Double honor to my apostles, elders, great millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to the brothers from his work, and true sincerity of heart. Shalom. It's the brother Patak back at you again through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, with another lesson. Before you had a definition, wealth. The word wealth means happiness, prosperity, and abundance of possessions or riches. So, real quick, since that word prosperity was in there, let me get real Joshua 1:8. It says, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou make thy ways prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success." So this is the key of to how having good success, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. And I got a couple precepts, Lord willing, through the Spirit. Got a couple precepts to back that up. Because if you dwell in the house of the Lord, you're going to get riches, more riches than these elites have, man. Really, all of these riches belong to the nation of Israel. And I wanted to focus on, not riches, but primarily wealth. We have no wealth. We have no riches. We might, have some jakes that's rich, but wealth is when you have money to pass down to your children's and your children's children and your children's children's children. That's wealth. That money can get handed down from generation to generation. That's wealth. Well, you know what? Let me go finish getting the definitions, and I'm gonna go to the scriptures. It says well-being, right? Because if you got money, man, if you're wealthy, then you have no care in the world, so to speak. Especially if the Lord is on your side. If the Lord is with you and you're wealthy, you're good, man. You're set. But see, I did this lesson. I'm doing this lesson because just giving an insight on wealth and what real riches are, man. It says the state of being rich and fluent, having a plentiful supply of material goods and money. So, and that's exactly what wealth is. Having that, you got a lot of cattle, you got a lot of different necessities that you need, and you're not missing no meals. The Lord is on your side. You're being righteous. You're doing what's right in the eyes of the Lord. And that's how we're going to live in the kingdom of heaven. We're never going to sin again. It says the quality of profuse abundance, an abundance of material possessions and resources. And that's exactly what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, the wicked elite of America, the elites, international bankers, they're considered wealthy because them riches have been passed down from generation to generation. And that's how they continue to stay in power, man. Those riches. And they're wealthy. And their wealth and their power has been passed down from generation to generation. That's how they're able to stay in the position that they're in. But they got all of that, all these material possessions and things of that nature, all the riches and all of that. They got that through deceit. They got it through unrighteousness. And soon the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, is going to take all of those things that they have stolen from, different nations across the world and stole it. And he's going to restore it to us. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 112. It says, security of the godly. That's the name of this psalm. It says, I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to read down to 3. It says, praise ye Yahweh. Blessed is the man that feareth Yahweh, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. Right. Going back to the promise that the Lord made unto Abraham. The Lord promised Abraham that he will make his seed as the sand of the sea. His children. And as the stars of heaven, like the scripture says. I'm not going to get it, but that's what the scripture says in Genesis. This is on verse 3. It says, wealth and riches shall be in his house. It's talking about the godly, the righteous, the elect, the men of the Lord. It says, and his righteousness endured forever, right? Because we're never going to go off. Once America's destroyed, Everything is going to be set in its rightful order, man. And everything is going to be great. We're gonna be wealthy. This is the book of, you know what? I got my Bible real quick. On the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase." And that's what we're doing. We're gathering wealth by labor in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because this labor is going to turn into actual riches. It's going to be money, man. You know, we're storing our treasures up in the heaven. You know, the Lord is going to take all of these devil's riches and hand it over to us. And it's not going to be by choice. It's going to be by force. You know, this is on the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 19. I'm going to get to the point. It says, "Every man also to whom the Most High giveth riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, this is the gift of God." And we're gonna rejoice. You know, I speak as a man. You know, I'm not saying I'm a part of the elect, but you know, if I'm, you know, the elect are gonna rejoice when that day comes, when they're gonna be able to rest from all their labors, labor in the spirit, Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, but let me go to the book of Job. This is Job chapter 21. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power." Right, these wicked elites, they live full of days, man. They ain't got to worry about getting their cap pills back, man. They ain't got to worry about dying, and dying at a young age like Jake is out here today. They ain't got to worry about that shit, man. It says, "Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them." Right, because the Lord gave this devil a certain time to rule. And that time is now. He's ruling for right now. And the Lord don't have his sword upon this devil, man. You know, but it's going to come a time in the near future where the Lord is going to have his indignation, his sword upon these Edomites, man. And the Lord is going to use the nation of Israel to execute that vengeance, man. And there's nothing that these devils can do. You know, the Lord is going to take that sort of hedge of protection that they have. They have a sort of hedge of protection because the Lord really ain't touching the elites like that. But it's going to come a time when the Lord is really going to get down in these devils, man. The Lord is going to get down on these devils. The wrath of Yahweh Shem Shah is going to be upon these Edomites, man. And there's nothing they can do about it. So right now they're enjoying their riches, they're enjoying their wealth. But soon all of that is going to be obsolete, and they're going to enter into hell, man, which is tribulation. You know, they're going to enter into the pit. I'm going to get this last scripture, close out. Lord willing, this lesson's quick and edifying, man. And after many days they shall be visited. Because they're going to be in the pit. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones." Who's the high ones? The elites, international bankers, the Oppenheimers, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, all of these rich, super rich elite, man. You know, because they the host, they the high ones. They the one that's sitting at the top of the mountain, so to speak. It says, "That are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth." Right, these men that are on the earth that are living deliciously. You know, the Lord is going to execute vengeance upon them real soon. It says, verse 22, "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited." And this is the future of the international bankers and the Edomites and the other nations. They're going to go into slavery, according to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. They're going into slavery, and there's nothing you can do about it. So with that, man, Lord, when your brother was edified with this lesson, let me give all praises and glory, saying, "Kalayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukal Kodash." Forgive me the spirit to do this video. Lord willing, I'll come back with another lesson through the spirit. Shalom.